next generation.
Yo, man, what it do, man? It's Rich and Fameus, man. We in New York City rocking with hip-hop, man. You already know what it is.
So we're here at iHipHop.com, chilling, Rich and Fameus. How's everything going on with y'all?
Bless, man. Can't complain, man. You on that grizzly, baby.
I dig it.
Back in the city, New York.
I hear you. Well, the number one question, everybody wants to know, who's older? Who came out? Who popped out first?
I came out first 5 minutes before him, so it's kind of like the gift and the curse, because he don't want to listen. Everything I say is like, you know what I mean? So, alpha twin over here, man. So the alpha twin.
And you guys are originally from the BX, right?
Yeah, we grew up in Millbrook Projects and Castle Hill Projects, so that's where we, kind of was running around, and then we went to Miami to kind of develop the music, and that's where we started to develop the sound, because it took a little while to get our sound when we first started. So.
And now you're based out of Cali?
Well, no, actually we still down in Miami. We just basically kind of just moving around between that whole region, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, kind of just getting the buzz out there, getting the word out there.
So what region would you say helped mold your sound the most? Like, being from the BX or being down in Orlando or Miami, or would you say it's kind of like a combination of all those regions?
I would say our attitudes and the way we carry ourselves is definitely New York, because you got to have that straight, I got to do what I got to do, I'm not worried about everything else. But as far as the sound and developing like your actual sound, when somebody can identify you as an artist when they hear a song, that kind of came out in Miami, because that was where we did a lot of the actual recording. So we recorded a bunch of songs like through trial and error and stuff like that. So I would say Miami is where we developed the whole Rich and Fameus brand.
And speaking of developing the brand, you guys have been making the rounds. You did 106 in Park. You guys are buzzworthy on MTV. So what first, put you guys on the radar? Like, what was it that, was it, what I'm saying? Can you just break that down a little bit? How did you first even just pop up?
I mean, it's just grounded. I mean, we've been doing this for a while, and in the game of hip hop, man, it's hard to get people to pay attention to you, because you got so many people doing it, you got so many whack rappers and dope rappers. So it's really about just being consistent, and after a while you're constantly being consistent, eventually things will start to catch on, and that's pretty much what happened with us. You just like, you do a million records, but you never know which one somebody's gonna really connect with you, know what I'm saying? So when we put out like the new music, like the Ready for Takeoff with Don Cannon that we released last year, I think that's when, people started catching on, what I'm saying? When they see real industry, legends, co-signing, that's when people start to see, oh, let me see what these cats is all about, you know what I mean? So it's been building ever since then, really.
Well, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is, right now, with you guys being, the next generation of, like, not necessarily just hip-hop or music in general, you don't really see a lot of acts, like groups. It's just like, the one dude and like his crew coming up behind him. So is that something you guys plan to, capitalize on?
I mean, we do dope music. We just happen to be twins. People tend to, respond to that, oh, they twins and all that, but that's really for the people, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if it was just one of us, it would be the same thing. We just, regular dudes out here making dope music and just, working with our people that believe in us, that uplift us and help this whole thing go, you know what I'm saying?
So who am I gonna put my money on in a battle? Which one of y'all am I gonna put my money on?
That's funny. It's weird, because like some people say like he's swag and I'm swagger. That, you know what I'm saying? Because one of the things, like his tone of voice, and I say myself, sometimes he say some shit that I'm just like, I don't even want to go after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He say some crazy shit. But me, I'm more like, I say I'm a few punchlines, but I'm more on like how you say it. You know what I'm saying? And he's more on what he says. So it actually kind of complements each other. So when you hear us on the song, you're gonna get a little bit of this and a little bit of that on one song. So it just works out. But I mean, that's fam. So I don't know. I guess we would put our money on each other.
Well, speaking of being fam, like, would you say it's, easier or a little difficult to critique each other with you guys being family and being in a group?
Oh, way more difficult. Critique, because like if I say something to him, it hits a different nerve than if someone else says it, because we both, like, I don't know if we the same, like, I don't know why it is, but if he says something to me, it's like, why you gotta say that? You don't let, trust me, it's like any sibling rivalry. You don't listen, you don't want to be, you just don't want to do what, you know what I mean, your brother told you to do, you know what I'm saying? So you got to do anything else. So, but as far as the whole big picture, we don't let it like, hurt the business, or we don't, hold things. We have the biggest fight, and then 5 minutes later, we just on to the next thing, you know what I'm saying?
That's the sense of it in other groups where it's like, you could, if y'all just friends, if y'all really get into a bad argument, it's like, you know what, forget you, I'm done. With us two, it's kind of like we've been together our whole lives, so it's like it ain't gonna happen like that.